Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Well, the day is finally here. Thanks for joining us on Thoroughbred Action on Florida Derby Day here at Gulfstream Park. 14 races coming up, 7 stakes in total, of course, highlighted by the ExpressBet.com Florida Derby in race number 14. Who will take home the big prize? And, of course, we've got our eyes on that Rainbow Six for mandatory payout. Pete Aiello has the track and weather conditions.
Florida Derby 2018 starts with a fast main track and a firm turf course. 14 races to get to, so let's get to them now. With race 1 over the main track at 7 furlongs, an allowance race for Florida breds. A scratch of 10, Baba Toby on the track left us with a field of 10. First race favorite was number 4, Noble Drama. Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Reason to Soar, one of the first to begin with Blinding moving up from between horses. Florida Cotton not far away and moving out the rail. Here's Two Pops. So it will be Two Pops to lead the way out of the chute. Right on his outside, Blinding is second. Panici takes hold of Florida Cotton to race in third. From fourth and Reason to Soar. Then comes Star Wancho. Emperor John is out the rail. Nova Drama between horses. Out wide is Torchbearer, 6 lengths clear of second last running Transistor. And at the back of the field, the trailer is Twas Nero. They make their way to the half-mile point. It's a log jam up front. Florida Cotton trying to get inside of Two Pops up front. From the outside and Reason to Soar, poised to strike while into the clear, 3 wide and on the attack now. Star Wancho is next ahead of Blinding, then Noble Drama. Trying to run on from the back while wide is Torchbearer. That's all for Emperor John. Transistor is in stride as Reason to Soar has the lead. Less than 5/16 to go. Jose Ortiz and Reason to Soar in front. Into the clear. Florida Cotton trying to get after him second. Transistor has made up a ton of ground and looks to duck to the inside with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Reason to Soar comes away with the lead. Transistor on this long sustained run toward the inside. He'll angle off the leader now second. Florida Cotton is third with Two Pops. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. Reason to Soar has to fight off Transistor. He has a length and a half to work with. Reason to Soar clear. Transistor game, but only second best to Reason to Soar, who wins for West Point Thoroughbreds from Transistor second. Florida Cotton third, then Two Pops in 1:24 flat. Second choice in the wagering, an easy winner to start the day as it's West Point Thoroughbreds Reason to Soar, who wins under jockey Jose Ortiz for trainer George Weaver. Number 5, Transistor, with a long sustained run and a good try to get second ahead of number 2, Florida Cotton, who ran third. To the second race now, on the start of the early pick 4 on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch at the gate of 11, Momenta Cat. Also scratch the 15 and 16. A field of 13 and a wide open betting race. And they're off. From the center, Casa Bonita begins nicely. So does Rigel's Halo, moving up toward the inside. Potra Liza wants rail position. Splitting horses and up to challenges Ballylin in the charge to the first turn. Red Sails comes away with a narrow advantage over Rigel's Halo, who races from second. Potra Liza's at the inside third. 3 wide is the favorite Ballylin. From between horses, that's Casa Bonita. She's into the vanguard, only 2 lengths behind. Then goes Run Gal Run. Miss Alifant stuck 5 wide on the turn. Peggotty into the top flight as well. Then back at the outside, 3 wide goes Midnight Buffet. She's only about 5 lengths off the lead and 2 clear of Monha. Down at the inside, She's No Joke with De Vuelta sandwiched between horses. And Tiki Bar Queen, the newcomer, is last of all through a 24-second opening quarter. It's Red Sails in front by a neck. Rigel's Halo turns up the pressure second. Miss Alifant is 3 wide third. Peggotty is now fourth. Down at the inside, Casa Bonita begins to retreat with Midnight Buffet going up and by her. Then comes Run Gal Run. Running run on from the back is Ballylin. Monha 3 wide. Length and a half better than De Vuelta, then Tiki Bar Queen. She's No Joke is last. And Red Sails continues up front. Red Sails will turn first with the lead. Rigel's Halo, the nearest pursuer, second. Peggotty is now third. Miss Alifant is fourth. And they're at the top of the stretch. Still finding up front. Red Sails kicks away by 3. Rigel's Halo second. Peggotty third. Then Midnight Buffet. De Vuelta on the stand side for a minor award. But Red Sails never faced a serious threat. And Carlos Montalvo and Red Sails spring the upset and win it by 3. Rigel's Halo second. Peggotty was third. Midnight Buffet ran fourth in 129 and 3. It's not a big day at Gulfstream Park without a big upset, and the big upset comes early in the form of 45-1 shot Red Sails from post 6, aggressively handled by Carlos Montalvo. She went gate to wire for owner-trainer Michael McDonald. Second 8, Rigel's Halo, ahead of number 14, Peggotty, who ran third. Time for commercial timeout. When we come back, the Saturday card rolls on. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
OBS April, the 2-year-old source to the world, with Grade 1 stakes winners, including Mind Your Biscuits, impressive hero of the $2 million Dubai Golden Shaheen, Grade 1 stakes winning millionaire Sharp Azteca, and Grade 1 stakes winning filly La Coronel. Find your next Grade 1 winner at the OBS Spring Sale of 2-year-old, April 24th through 27th. Undertack previews are April 16th through 21st. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for race number 3 on the program. 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 11 Martini Kid. A field of 11. The favorite on the drop-in class, number 5, Solve. And they're off. It was a level beginning. From between horses, Solve is away well down at the inside. Jaden's Best with Donegal Hall moving up. Chiseled's in tight. He has to tap on the brakes. Out wide is Dizzy Gillespie. Widest of all, Big Boy Bruno, as they sort themselves out, leaving the chute. It's Dizzy Gillespie to put a neck in front of Jaden's Best, who's back to second. Over Limit is now third. At the inside, and Donegal Hall from fourth. Followed fifth is Solve. Then working into the clear is Chiseled. He's a half length better than Big Boy Bruno. Then it's back to the team of Aces for John and Panzer Barcelona. Model Citizen to their inside, recalibrating at the rail as they went through the opening quarter in 23 and 4. As they head to the half-mile point, it's Jaden's Best and Irad Ortiz Jr. in front by a neck, Dizzy Gillespie. On the outside is second. Back to third and moving closer is Over Limit. Down at the rail, Donegal Hall fourth. Back to fifth, it's Solve. Then it's a gap of 3 to Chiseled, who's sixth. Seventh, recalibrating. Eighth is Big Boy Bruno. Ninth is Model Citizen. Then Aces for John as they round the far turn. 46 and 2 for the opening half-mile, and Landeros gives the green light to Solve. And here comes the classy Solve up the takeover from Dizzy Gillespie. He's moved now 3 in front. From the back, Big Boy Bruno tries to make some late inroads. So does Model Citizen, but he's 4 wide. 3/4, 111 and 1, and they're at the top of the stretch. Solve kicks it into another gear and opens 5 now. On the outside, and Big Boy Bruno running after Dizzy Gillespie. Model Citizen late with Chiseled, but this one's over. Give it to Flying P Stable. Give it to Jorge Navarro. Give it to Solve, who's an easy winner. Solve on the class drop wins well. He won it by 6 in the end. Big Boy Bruno second, Dizzy Gillespie third, then Chiseled. Trainer Jorge Navarro takes advantage of an inflated purse, being that today's Florida Derby day, and he drops Solve to a level where he just was too good for him. And he wins easily under jockey Chris Landeros for the Flying P Stable. Second was 12, Big Boy Bruno, ahead of the 9, Dizzy Gillespie, who ran third. We move now to the 4th race of the day. The stakes action begins here with the 4th running of the Cutler Bay at a mile on turf for $150,000. A field of 6 signed on. The favorites were 1, Therapist, and 3, Speed Franco. Racing in the Cutler Bay. From the center, Salmanazar blasts out of the gate and will look to drop over to the inside, racing ahead of Naughty Bowie. Speed Franco rushing to challenge, but he's 3 wide. Out 4 wide is the Dow. Nipawa had to slam on the brakes, and he's now last as Therapist moves up and by him while angling to the 2-path. So as they charge into the first turn, Johnny V puts Salmanazar on the lead and on the rail and leads the way a length and a quarter. Taken in hand second is Speed Franco. Naughty Bowie is third. The Dow throwing his head around under Juarez racing in fourth with Therapist at the inside. And the trailer is Nipawa, settled better for Tyler Gaffleone, about 6 lengths off the lead through an opening quarter in 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go, and up front, the leader Salmanazar by a neck. Keeping the pressure on is Speed Franco second. 2.5 back to Naughty Bowie in third. Up on the outside, the Dow is now fourth. Therapist in the 2-path and trying to move out the rail is Nipawa. So Therapist is now last of the 6 with less than half a mile to go. They move into the far turn now through a 46 3/2 mile. And from third, Nipawa rode the rail all the way into contention as Salmanazar has the lead with Speed Franco on the press. Naughty Bowie the gray 3 wide at the inside of Nipawa. Running on from fifth is Therapist, but he'll be 4 wide. The Dow calls it an afternoon, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the lead, it's still on the inside Salmanazar to the attack. Speed Franco unleashed by Jose Ortiz to take the lead. On the far outside, Therapist begins to roll home. Speed Franco and Therapist is charging hard. Therapist getting to Speed Franco. Speed Franco needs the wire. Therapist needs needs to get up, and he will. Therapist is in time. Therapist and Irad Ortiz ran down Jose Ortiz on Speed Franco to win the Cutler Bay in 133 and 2.
The Ortiz brothers run 1-2 in today's Cutler Bay, with number 1 Therapist running down Speed Franco for the money under Irad Ortiz Jr. for trainer Christophe Clément and owners Oak Bluff Stable. It was 3 Speed Franco who fired but was second best, ahead of 4 Salmanazar who ran third. We move now to race number 5 of the afternoon over the turf at 1 mile, $150,000 in guaranteed purse money. These are 3-year-old fillies. A field of 8 signed on. The favorites included the 1 Amertume and the 8 Best Performance.
Racing in the Sanibel Island. Not a smooth beginning for Best Performance. She was about a step slow. Good start for Figarella's Queen from down toward the inside, and she'll take charge early. Amertume is a bit keen while racing at the rail. Moving into the 2-path, Originator is also a bit keen while tugging, trying to get towards the lead. Got Stormy comes out of there 4th, racing ahead of an inside running Ferdinanda, and it's a length and a half back to Tokame Linda, 3rd last. Second last is Best Performance, and the trailer is Long Shot Unstable in the Morning as they round the first turn. Up front, Figarella's Queen and Luis Saez lead the way 3 parts of a length. Originator in the 2-path second. Amertume is well spotted 3rd. Got Stormy in the pink and black races from 4th, a length and a half better than Ferdinanda. Then comes Tokame Linda. It's a gap of 3 to Best Performance, and the trailer is Unstable in the Morning. Separated by 8 lengths with half a mile to go after the opening quarter went in 24 and 1. Up front, Figarella Queen leads the way 3 parts of a length. Originator is second, Amertume is third, just waiting for the green light. Got Stormy is 4th, also in range, only a length and a half in front of an inside running Ferdinanda. Then comes Tokame Linda. Best Performance will have to launch an attack soon. She's second last and about 5 lengths behind, and the trailer is Unstable in the Morning, and the leader is Figarella's Queen. Figarella's Queen and Luis Saez try to do it every step. They turn for home on top. Got Stormy into the clear, and on the attack, Amertume has inside position, and she's going to try to fire through down the outside, and Ferdinanda less than an 1/8 of a mile to go, and Got Stormy up to the throat latch of Figarella's Queen. Ferdinanda charging hard on the outside. Here's Ferdinanda with a late lunge. Here's the finish. Photo finish. Very, very close between Figarella's Queen, who was all hard inside, and Ferdinanda surging on the outside. It's picture time in 134 and 4.
Number 2, Figarella's Queen wins a tight photo and makes history in the process as her jockey Luis Saez gets his 133rd victory of the winter meeting. That establishes a winter meeting record. He tied the record just a couple days ago. He is now the single record holder of a winter title here at Gulfstream Park. Not only that, he has the most wins ever for a jockey during the winter season. We move now to race number 6 of the day at 6 furlongs. Maiden Claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 3 and scratch the 11. A field of 12. The bettors hammered number 7, Second Illusion, to the betting favorite.
And they're off. A step slow to begin, both Amore Elvira and Mama Tries. Out wide, Rethink Me blasts out from her outside gate to lead the way early on. Down at the inside, that's Amore Elvira, who blew the break but is rushing to challenge now second. Away racing in third is 2 Diamonds. Flying Emerald sets up shop 4th. Then it's a length and a half back to the team of Honey Hearts and Miss Marisol. They're about 4 lengths off the pace setter. Then comes the favorite, the gray Second Illusion, down toward the rail. It's a length and a half to Cressis, racing ahead of Little Tita. She's dropped better than 8 lengths off the lead. Trying to work between horses and run home is Divine Diva. To the outside, Perla Preciosa. And Mama Tries is at the back of the group as they round the far turn. Rethink Me has the lead now, 3 parts of a length. Working hard to stay close as 2 Diamonds from second. Moving up on the outside and Flying Emerald. Wider than her and coming on is Honey Hearts. Trying to run on from the inside is Second Illusion. Then it's a 4-length margin back to the outside, and Miss Marisol in the wrap, the top of the stretch. Rethink Me's been sharp so far and maintains a sizable lead. The favorite's trying to catch her, Second Illusion, who's into second. Well clear of 2 Diamonds, who's back to third. Second Illusion getting to Rethink Me. 16th pole, Rethink Me has the lead. Second Illusion's lunging when it matters. And Second Illusion and Miguel Vasquez win going away. Rethink Me second, well clear of 2 Diamonds third, then Flying Emerald and Cressis in 112 and 4.
Number 7, Second Illusion, was wisely bet down by the betting public, sent off at 3-2 from a 10-1 morning line. She gets up to win it under jockey Miguel Vasquez, for trainer Oscar Gonzalez, and Laura Lee's Racing. Second, 14, Rethink Me, who looked to have it all sewed up, but got run down while second, ahead of the 1, 2 Diamonds, who finished third. Let's move now to the 7th race of the afternoon, the start of the middle pick 4 at a mile and a 16th over the turf. Maidens of the 3-year-old filly variety. These are special weight runners, so they race for an $80,000 purse. The favorites were 1 Special Trip and the 7 Legend Emma.
Good start for Special Trip from down toward the inside. Legend Emma has speed, and Anne Dupree away in the top flight. These 3 across the course as they pass the finish line the first time. They're followed by the trio of Naples Lady, Sweet Lady, and Daddy's Never Ready. Daddy's Never Ready is marching forward while 3 wide on the outside. Then it's back to the inside to Summer Fling ahead of Tiz Touch and Go third last. Second last is Glitz, and Style Icon is last of the 10 as they round the first turn. It's Legend Emma who comes away with the advantage and leads the way a length and a quarter from Daddy's Never Ready in second. Tucked in third is Special Trip, on hold by Arad Ortiz Jr., only a length and a half off the leader. Then it's another length back to Anne Dupree. She's also very keen while racing in the 2-path. Out 3 wide is Sweet Lady. Naples Lady has the rail. Then it's back in the 2-path to Summer Fling. She's a length and a half in front of Tiz Touch and Go. Then back to Glitz, and the trailer is Style Icon. Opening quarter went in 24 and 3. They went a half mile in 49 and 4. And at 5-2, Legend Emma has the lead. Daddy's Never Ready on the outside. Second Special Trip loaded, just needs some place to go. Sweet Lady is 4 wide, 3 wide, and Dupree. Then back at the inside to Naples Lady. Given the green light is Summer Fling to try to make some ground under Robbie Alvarado. From the back in Glitz, and trying to run from the last spot is Style Icon. Still many men with a chance here as they run past the quarter pole and swing for home. On the inside, Legend Emma, but Special Trip gets into the clear, and she's had a perfect trip, and she's coming after the leader now with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Special Trip kicking on willingly. Legend Emma's dead game and goes right with her. These 2, 3 ahead of Anne Dupree. Special Trip for the lead. Legend Emma dead game and battling back. Here's the line. Photo finish. How game was Legend Emma on the inside of Special Trip. Photo in 1:43 and 3.
A good old-fashioned street fight to start the middle pick 4 with number 7 Legend Emma battling back gamely on the inside under John Velasquez. She gets her nose down to win it for trainer Todd Pletcher and Zayat Stables. Second 1 Special Trip, who had absolutely no excuse and just outkicked while second, ahead of number 9 Style Icon, who came from last to get up for third. Time for commercial timeout. When we come back, a good one. The Gulfstream Park Hardacre Mile, featuring Always Dreaming and Irish War Cry. It comes your way right after this.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Go Zipper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Zipper again has won. Go Zipper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 8 on the program, 71st running of the Gulfstream Park Hardacre Mile. $300,000 in guaranteed purse money with a field of 6. The favorites were the Kentucky Derby winner Always Dreaming and the Holy Bull winner Irish War Cry.
And they're off in the Gulfstream Park Hardacre Mile. It was a good start for Irish War Cry from the center of the racetrack. Mr. Jordan has speed. At the rail, it's the fellow Gray Conquest Big E who moves to challenge. And the Kentucky Derby winner, Always Dreaming, is racing between horses. A length and a half better than Tommy Macho. And the early trailer is the stretch running Paige McKinney. They exit the chute with Conquest Big E and Jose Bautista in front by a neck. Always Dreaming in the 2-path is second. Mr. Jordan 3 wide third. Jose Ortiz has Irish War Cry fourth in the center of the race course behind a sharp opening quarter of 23 and 2. It's a length and a half to Luis Saez aboard Tommy Macho, and the trailer is Paige McKinney. That's the 6 of them. They're in post position order as they race to the half-mile pole. Conquest, Big E, the local horse, leads the way a length and a half. Always Dreaming is second, a length better than Mr. Jordan third. Irish War Cry now maneuvered to the inside to commence a charge. 2 back to the trailers, Paige McKinney and Tommy Macho with less than 3 furlongs to go. 45 and 4 for the opening half mile. Conquest Big E putting up the numbers and stringing them out a bit now. Conquest Big E by 3. Always Dreaming set down for the drive, not gaining much ground. From the back, here's the veteran Paige McKinney. Tommy Macho banged around as Mr. Jordan takes up, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Conquest Big E trying to spring the upset. He has a 4-length lead with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. Always Dreaming can't reach him. Tommy Macho on the outside with Paige McKinney. But the upset is on. It's the local horse. It's the Hertack horse. It's Conquest Big E and Jose Bautista. Gate to wire in the Gulfstream Park Mile. Always Dreaming was second. Tommy Macho was third. Then Paige McKinney. Mr. Jordan. And winding up last was Irish Warcry and 135 and 4.
Always nice to see the local horses perform well on the big stage, but this was a big-time performance from Conquest Big E, who turns back time for the connections of Dan Hertak and Donna Hertak. For many years, Dan Hertak was a perennial leading trainer here in South Florida. He's just owning horses these days, but his wife Donna Green did a very good job, and Jose Bautista sent the son of Tappet right to the top. He went gate to wire to spring the upset. We move now to the 9th race on the program, which for some was the main event of the afternoon, as it was the start of today's Rainbow Six, with millions and millions wagered on the Rainbow Six today. The sequence started with a turf race at 1 1/16, maiden special weight runners, a field of 11, and as you would imagine, being the start of the Rainbow Six, this was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the center, Art Collection gets the first call. Moving up on the outside, that's Repair the World to try to get over. Down at the rail goes CC Rider marching forward. In between horses, that's Mr. Discretionary, a bit keen while trying to settle off the top two. Racing down toward the rail is DeWood. DeWood is only 2 lengths behind as they charge to that first turn. On DeWood's heels is Wisely, who races 3 lengths off the lead. And parked on Wisely's outside goes Sensational Sam. Then it's a 1.5 lengths back to Rhode Island ahead of Logic. Logic's in the green and yellow colors in the 2-path, racing a 1.5 lengths in front of Outback Bob. On his outside is Sensational Sam, and the trailer is Countryside Drive. They roll to the backstretch now, and up front, CC Rider and John Velasquez call the shots in front to 1/2 length. Art Collection is second. Mr. Discretionary is in stride with DeWood third and fourth. At the rail, fifth goes Wisely ahead of Repair the World, who's racing in sixth. Seventh at the rail is Rhode Island ahead of Logic, who's now eighth. A 1.5 lengths back to Outback Bob, ninth. Sensational Sam is 10th. And 11th and last is Countryside Drive through an opening half mile in 48 and 3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. CC Rider hounded every step by Art Collection on the outside. Mr. Discretionary in the white blinkers has had a good trip. DeWood will need some place to go. Running on the outside is Repair the World. Trying to run in between horses is Logic with less than 1/4 mile to go. Art Collection is now overhauled CC Rider and takes a clear advantage. Mr. Discretionary is coming on the outside in a late run from Repair the World with an 1/8 mile left to go. Art Collection still has the lead. Mr. Discretionary second. Repair the World on the outside. Slipping through at the rail is Outback Bob. Here's Outback Bob at the fence. Outback Bob rides the rail to win. Outback Bob and Jose Ortiz with a dream run inside and winning in 142 and 2.
The Rainbow Six starts with a bang as number 3, Outback Bob, slips through on the rail to get the victory in upset fashion under jockey Jose Ortiz. Second-time starter by Denman gets the money for trainer Ralph Nix and Polivka Equine Holdings. Number 5, CC Rider, was second ahead of number 7, Art Collection, who ran third. We move now to the 10th race of the day, the start of the late pick 5, 7 furlongs over the main track. An allowance optional claiming event. The claiming price here was $62,500. Field of 11 went postward. The favorite was the 9, Outplay.
And they're off. The favorite Outplay was away very well, but Rockefellers will accompany him in the early stages, moving up down toward the Insiders Weekend Hideaway. These 3 across the course. Impressive Edge is out of there fourth. Fayek is between horses. Moving out the rail, that's Richard the Great. Out wide on the course is Ready for Rye. He's trying to find some early position while a bit wide down the backstretch run. Sweet on the Ladies is next, a gap of 3 to Realm, who settles in second last, and 4 clear of the trailer, Cherry Wine. They make their way down the backstretch through a quarter in 22 and 2. Rockefellers has the lead. Weekend Hideaway giving him no breather up front. And now sitting the trip third is Outplay. He'll try to rebid from there. Moving into fourth is Ready for Rye around Richard the Great. Sweet on the Ladies is checked for Racing Room. Passed by Impressive Edge. 3 wide and always a suspect gets underway. Trying to run on his Fayek. Then comes Realm and still last Cherry Wine. And still first is Rockefellers, but not for long. Rockefellers is on borrowed time as Outplay sweeps up to take the lead. Impressive Edge is trying to run on from the back, and Realm is 4 wide, and they're at the top of the stretch. Outplay, and jockey John Velasquez sets him down for the drive, and he moves away. Weekend Hideaway is game and trying to hold on to second. Then comes Realm. Here's a late run from Sweet on the Ladies for a minor award, but nobody can get to Outplay. Outplay, outkicks, and wins easy. It's Outplay and John Velasquez to win it by 4 in the end. Sweet on the Ladies rallies for second. Weekend Hideaway third, then Ready for Rye and Realm.
Very nice performance from the classy son of Bernardini as Outplay comes back ready to roll, humbles the competition under John Velasquez. Well prepared off the long layoff by trainer Todd Pletcher. And Rapoli Stables own this horse, who is definitely one with a future the rest of the year. We move now to the 11th race of the day. We're all graded stakes from here on out. At a mile on turf, this was the Grade 3 Honey Fox for $250,000. Scratch the 9 Liberty Kitten, a field of 9. Favorites included the 2 Lull and the 10 On Leave.
And they're off in the Honey Fox. From the center, Conquest Hard Candy is being ridden for the lead from Team of Teams and Lull, who comes away second and third. Out of their fourth is Grizzle. She ducks over behind the embattled trio. They're followed by On Leave, who gets over nicely from her outside gate. Island Reward is at the rail. It's a length and a half to Stormy Victoria with Glory to Kitten, and it's a gap of 3 to Razipsa, who's last of all as they circle the first turn. Up front, it's Lull. In front, 3 parts of a length. Team of Teams is second. Backing off the early skirmish was Conquest Hard Candy. She now sits third. It's a length back to Grizzle, who's now fourth, 3 clear of On Leave. The favorite is by herself, about 7 lengths off the pace setter. A length and a half in front of Island Reward. Then it's another length and a half to Stormy Victoria, who's 3 in front of Glory to Kitten. And Razipsa has not been asked to run for much, as she still lasts a long way as they whistled a half mile in 45 seconds flat after carving a quarter in a sprint like 22 and 2. So pace aplenty as they hit the far turn, and Lull has the lead. Lull's paid a stiff toll for the front and leads the way 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Team of Teams is second. Grizzle 3 wide, 4 wide. On Leave tries to circle runners with Conquest Hard Candy, then Island Reward running on Stormy Victoria. She'll have to fan to the center, and they're at the top of the stretch. Lull still's going. Lull still in front of the 8th pole by 3. Into the clear and coming on. Razipsa from last. She's had all this pace to chase, and here she comes now. Final 16th of a mile. Lull On Leave. Razipsa surging. Razipsa on the outside of Lull. Lull digging. It's a photo finish. Really, really close. It was Lull inside. Razipsa on the outside in 133 flat.
What a finish in the Honey Fox, and in the end, number 2 Lull was saved by the wire after setting very fast fraction and earning a very nice victory under Jose Ortiz for Christophe Clement, who gets his second training victory of the day. This one for the owners and breeders, Adele Dilschneider and Claiborne Farm. We move now to the 12th race of the afternoon, the Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks, $300,000 in guaranteed purse money, a first finish line race at a mile and a 16th. Scratch the 7 and 8, Robbie Alvarado on the 10, Tell Your Mama, a field of 11. Favorites included the 2, Coach Rocks, and the 3, Take Charge Paula.
And they're off in the Gulfstream Park Oaks. From the outside, Silver Bay has hustled hard to try to get over from her outside draw. Moving out the rail, 831 has speed, and so does Take Charge Paula. And 831 and Take Charge Paula land 1-2. Cash now takes a joint third with Silver Bay on her outside. Alter Moon is 3 wide. Then back to Tell Your Mama. Coach Rocks is off the speed today. She's about 5 lengths off the lead. Princess Warrior is 3 wide toward the back of the field. Then it's Daisy with Blonde Bomber second last. And the early trailer is Me Rob. They straighten for their backstretch run. They completed a quarter in 23 and 2. It's the Ohio Invader, 831 in front by a half a length. Take Charge Paula second. Alter Moon is 3 wide third. Cash getting a good setup fourth behind the speed. In the 2-path fifth follows Silver Bay. Then comes Coach Rocks and Tell Your Mama. Princess Warrior racing about 6 lengths off the lead. It's 4 more to Blonde Bomber. Now she's a length better than Me Rob, and Daisy is last, and Daisy's not going on at all with less than half a mile to go. They speed to the first finish line, and on the inside now, it's on the inside to the leader, Take Charge Paula, but Alter Moon giving her all she wants on the outside, and these 2 sprint, and Alter Moon just put away Take Charge Paula. From the back, Princess Warrior getting involved with Tell Your Mama. Coach Rocks is 4 wide. Cash is not going on, neither is Silver Bay. Blonde Bomber's going to try to pick up a share as they run to the top of the stretch. Take Charge Paula played possum and now rebids to take the lead, but Coach Rocks looms up alongside second. It's 5 lengths back to Princess Warrior third, and they're at the top of the stretch. Take Charge Paula now rebreaks again and opens up by 2.5. Coach Rocks takes a final run at her on the outside. Coach Rocks trying to get to Take Charge Paula. She is, and this is going to get close. They run to the first line with Coach Rocks overhauling Take Charge Paula to win. The Gulfstream Park Oaks going away. Princess Warrior was third, Tell Your Mama fourth, and Alter Moon to complete the high five. Final time was 1:44 and 63/100.
Betting public wise to the top contenders as they run 1, 2, 3 in today's Gulfstream Park Oaks, with number 2, Coach Rocks, proving her maiden victory was no fluke as she wears down a stubborn foe, and Take Charge Paula for the money. She's owned in partnership by West Point Thoroughbreds, Roddy Valenti, and RAP Racing, trained by Dale Romans. Number 3, Take Charge Paula ran super to be second, ahead of the 9, Princess Warrior, who finished third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the late daily double, the Pan Am, and the Florida Derby, right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We're back now for the 13th race of the afternoon, the 57th running of the Grade 2 Pan American over the turf at 1.5 miles for $250,000 in guaranteed purse money. We had a field of 9. It was the first half of the late daily double. 9 went to the gate, and it was a wide open betting race.
And they're off in the Pan American Stakes. From the outside, One Go, All Go begins nicely. From between horses, here's High Happy moving to challenge, and Bullard's Alley will get a good tracking spot third early behind the speed. Then at the rail, it's Mark It Off from fourth ahead of Classic Covey, 2.5 to Little Nick V. They're followed by Tiz Slam and Bigger Picture, and at the back of the field is the favorite, Sadler's Joy. He does his best running later, and he's last of the 9 as they swing around the far turn for the first time. Chris Landero's trying to harness the speed of One Go, All Go, and he leads it 1.5 lengths. High Happy is the nearest pursuer second. Bullard's Alley on the outside third. Mark It Off has rail position from fourth. Then back to Classic Covey and Little Nick V. Tiz Slam is about 3 wide. Bigger Picture is settled in second last for Jose Ortiz. And still at the back is Sadler's Joy. They pass in front of the fans in the stands for the first time. After completing a quarter in 23 4, they backed it down in the half mile to 49 1. And with 1 lap to run, it's One Go, All Go in front now by a length. In the 2-path, High Happy second. Mark It Off is tracking the leaders while third. Bullard's Alley is going to be 3 wide on the second turn. He races from fourth. Just to his inside is Classic Covey, followed by Tiz Slam mid-flight and 6 lengths off the pace setter. Then comes Little Nick V. Bigger Picture is still second last, and the trailer remains Sadler's Joy. There's been no change in the plot as they round the clubhouse turn. 3/4, 113 3 as they straighten into the backstretch for the final time now. It's One Go, All Go, who's been in front from the outset and leads it 1/2 length. High Happy is second. Long shot Mark It Off is enjoying a good run of it, third at the inside. The classy horse Bullard's Alley is poised to strike while fourth. 2.5 back to Classic Covey. Then to the outside and Tiz Slam. Bigger Picture begins to creep a bit closer. Sadler's Joy is out of last place. He's about 9 lengths off the lead. And Little Nick V is last of all with less than 1/2 mile to go. The mile clocked in 1:38 flat as they swing around the far turn. And here's High Happy to issue the challenge to One Go, All Go. These two speed away, 3 better than Mark It Off third. Bullard's Alley comes under pressure and is not responding. Then to Classic Covey. Outside and Tiz Slam, and they wheel for home. High Happy now let loose for the drive and moves away by a length. One Go, All Go tries to stay on second. Late run inside from Classic Covey. Sadler's Joy is too late. Inside the final 16th of a mile, it's Gulfstream's leading jockey, High Happy, under Luis Saez to win it by 3 in the end. One Go, All Go was second, ahead of Classic Covey third. Sadler's Joy ran home from last to get fourth. Final time for the race, 2 minutes, 23 4/5 seconds.
Number 3, High Happy, proves much the best in the Pan American this year, winning under jockey Luis Saez as Todd Pletcher continues to have a solid day and a solid meet. La Providencia, the winning owners and breeders. In Argentina, High Happy, the son of Pure Prize, a Grade 2 winner. Number 9, One Go, All Go, was a game second ahead of the 4 Classic Covey, who ran third. The 14th and feature race today is the ExpressBet.com Florida Derby. 1 mile and 1/8 over the main track for more than $1 million in guaranteed purse money. A field of 9. The favorites included the 6, Catholic Boy, and number 8, Audible.
And they're off in the Florida Derby. From the rail, Strike Power is sent hard to try to get the early lead, but Robbie Alvarado has the same idea with Promises Fulfilled, and these two flat fly around the first turn. They've opened 5 on Audible, and Mississippi 3 wide. Storm Runner is at the rail. Then back to Catholic Boy. He's getting a good trip behind a very fast early pace. Tip Sheet is third last. Hoffberg is second last, and Long Shot Millionaire Runner is last of all as they went hot and heavy through the opening quarter. Promises Fulfilled now has the lead by a length. Strike Power is second. He looks to angle to the outside. outside. 5 clear of Mississippi, who races in third. Storm Runner is on hold while fourth. Then back to Catholic Boy in fifth. He got past Audible. Audible's out in the center of the course. Tip sheet to his inside. Then comes Hofberg, and Millionaire Runner is last. The opening quarter mile, a quick and contested 21-4. They're flying up front, and the Fountain of Youth winner, Promises Fulfilled, has the lead, but he was used hard to get there. Strike Power is second. Mississippi on the outside third. Storm Runner at the inside is now fourth. Here's Audible. Audible moving up on the outside. He just took over fifth, and he's about 4 lengths off the lead. Tip sheet is at the rail, and Catholic Boy is between horses. Hofberg is still second last for Jose Ortiz, and 4 to the trailer, Millionaire Runner, as they round the far turn. 46-1 for the opening half mile. Leparoux lets out a notch 3 wide on Mississippi to challenge for the top. Promises Fulfilled is all in. Here's Audible looming up on the outside, and Catholic Boy tries to rally. Hofberg in the center of the course has good-looking momentum for Jose Ortiz. With less than a quarter of a mile to go, they're at the top of the stretch. Audible let loose on the outside to take the lead from Mississippi, who's back to second. Hofberg straightens up and tries to finish up. With less than an eighth of a mile to go, it's the Holy Bull winner, Audible, who's clear. Audible by 3. Hofberg can't get him. Mississippi is third. 5 Florida Derbies for Todd Pletcher. Audible, no doubt about it. He won it by 2.5. Second was Hofberg. Third was Mississippi. Then Catholic Boy and Millionaire Runner in 1:49.2.
The question going into today's Florida Derby was whether or not Audible could run back to his Holy Bull success earlier in the meet. The answer to that question was an emphatic yes, as he powered away, giving Todd Pletcher his 5th Florida Derby success, in fact, back-to-back years. For Pletcher and John Velasquez, who was aboard for the winning ride. Audible is owned in partnership by China Horse Club International, Windstar Farm, Starlight Racing, and Head of Plains Partners. It was 7 Hofberg, who ran extremely well to be second, ahead of the 9 Mississippi, who finished third. The Rainbow Six today, with that mandatory return, more than $9,000 for a 20-cent play as we move to Easter Sunday.
That's it for today. We have one more day left of the Gulfstream Park Championship meet. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Sunday to wrap things up. 12 races on tap, and we start at noon.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.